Yep, you guys can start.
Let them warm up. Let them warm up a bit.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We're here at the Newcastle Pétanque Club.
What it is, he wants to be Romani to be seen.
I need to get this on the camera.
He wants to be.
Dad, practice the shirt.
Bit of a cold morning here in Newcastle. 12 degrees. Almost 9:40. They're just warming up. Mithy Stevenson, of course. On the commentary, it's just me behind the screens today, so I'll be doing the scoreboard, no bull count, and managing the cameras and on-screen display. I'll just pan across while they're warming up. First game, we're going to have the Clark family versus the Romani family. Just while they're warming up still, we'll look at the team list. So we've got Scott Clark, Susan Clark, Kieran Clark, versus Logan Romani, Frank Romani, and Bronson Romani.
You've given up on the club championship?
No. Only last season. You know how many points you behind? I was missing with one of them. How far are you behind now?
Yeah, thanks for the chat, Chris. I know you would like to be here. Getting over soon.
Look, it's not going to be easy to come
You
back.
can sit back and relax, watch a good game of Pétanque.
Or unless I've got to win. I've got to win.
Just make sure that the instant replay is working. Just watch Logan hit that.
It's going to be hard for me to come back in the last 2 seconds. Logan, you're coming out pretty good. Yeah, no, I can see it. I can see.
Looks like we're all set up.
Seems like you hit me.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Like,
It seems like
literally,
you just like
you know what it, so I was there, like, with my arms full. Break my arm out, and set it low. Yeah, look at him.
Bang, 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 bang. Good. Makes me feel like we're in France or Thailand or something. Or Madagascar.
Hello, Didi.
They're just continuing to warm up. We won't be too far from a start. They're obviously taking this match very seriously. They wanted their 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah. I think it'll be over for Australia once we play together.
Yeah, looking forward to some good Pétanque. Thanks, Chris. Should be a good game. Logan, Bronson, Kieran, Frank, Scott, all in good form at the moment.
I'm gonna do it in time.
shooter. Oh yeah, I love it. We're all gonna shoot.
Oh, yeah, okay, we can all shoot.
No,
But it'll be like the other man's one.
So we'll have a game of triples first. Family versus family. Class
Yeah,
versus
and then we
Romani.
can all swap. We don't
And
care.
then
We can do whatever.
we might tee up a younger 3, older 3.
Oh, that looks lovely.
Righto. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, I've just given them a hurry up. Enough practice, we want to see some action.
What do you do?
What are you, hey.
Like this. Like this. You got a call? Oh, really?
If you haven't already, subscribe to Aussie Pétanque so you can get notified whenever we go live, future matches.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
thank you for watching.
Ready, Scott?
I'm about to make a start. So I'll just
Cameras are rolling.
refresh you here. Scott Clark, Susan Clark, Kieran Clark versus Logan Romani, Frank Romani, and Bronson Romani.
Start now, Logan.
The Clarks won the toss.
I'll try
I'll go
and beat all
first.
the balls today, Logan.
So they're playing the 2 pieces here.
Across these 2 picks.
The 2 external lines will be dead bull lines. See if that comes into play with any tactics.
What'd you say? 2 pieces, dead ball.
Yeah, tell it, Scott.
Susan Clark to go first.
It's directly in front.
So he's just about 60 centimetres short. Just deciding what they're going to do. Pointing is the call. Frank to play. Oh, pushing it long. Logan coming to shoot. Just missing over the top. Frank to play again. And taking the point this time. Kieran shooting, it's in Clark. Making a good carrow. See if we can get that on the replay. Coming back onto the jack nicely. Bronson cleaning a mark. He's going to point in here. Perhaps try and sit on the ball that's holding of Kieran's. Trying to sit on that ball just to negate Kieran from potentially shooting again, or if he does, getting a bit of a cross. And pushing it long. Just zoom out there, see where that went. He'll go again. They're probably holding 2 on the ground, Team Clark. Slightly better ball. Cuts one off, but it is exposed. Kieran might look to shoot that, depending on where Logan's ball goes. Logan pointing. Nice high lob. And rolling, coming around onto the jack. That's good. Just sitting next to the jack. They'll be pleased if Kieran does get that jack away, move it away from their balls. Alright, stepping up the shoot now. And making a good shot. Taking it out nice and clean. Scott to play. See if he can make some points here. He might opt to shoot this one on the right hand side of the screen. Stay for 3. And the other option is pointing in, potentially pushing that front one in. I think he'll shoot though. He does. Ooh. Just dropping it short, bouncing over. If you're not on the full here, it does bounce. And missing again. Okay, last ball. Sue to play. I don't know if you can hear on the cameras. Kieran's just explaining to Sue he's got 2 options. Can shoot that ball for 2, stay for 3, or perhaps go with something a little bit more comfortable and pointing in. Yeah, Kieran's, I think, made the decision that shooting's the best option here. All right, Sue, come on. Well done. Great shot. Making 2 points there. Team Clark. They take an early lead. As you can see, it's a beautiful day here in Newcastle. 13 degrees, almost 10 o'clock now. Nice sunny sky. See where Kieran puts this. Just tilt that camera down so I've got a better view. Sue playing the first ball. See what she can do. Pushing it long a little bit. Still not too bad. Just zoom in there. Frank's just having a bit of a look at his landing spot. The pieces were raked before the game today, so they have changed a little bit. And taking the point. Good weight, in line with the jack. Just needs to be a bit straighter. Sue, see if she can do better than her first. And she brings it in. Okay, Logan shooting for the Romani family. In good form recently. Ooh. Just missing to his right, left-hand side of the screen. And not worth another. I'm just going to try and point here perhaps, having a bit of think. Frank's still got a ball in hand.
What do you reckon? Go again or?
Yeah, shooting again. See what he can do this time. Oh, just nicking it. Probably not enough to take the point back. It looked good out of the hand. Perfect weight, just not straight enough to get enough of the ball. Crank the point in, try and save this end for them. And pulling it short, not a bad ball in the scheme of things. They probably won't shoot that, given how close it is for that shot. We'll see what happens this end. Bronson with the last two Boules for the Romanis. Clark's, I think, still got 4 left. It's definitely their end. And Bronson pushing it long, I think. Yeah, definitely. I know you're probably watching, Chris. Give us a shout out who you think will win this one. Clark's obviously taking a 2-point lead in the first end and looking good in the second. And a good ball there by Bronson. Although there's nothing to stop it from being taken out clean. As long as Kieran doesn't touch the jack, they're in good, really good shape. Alright, Kieran shooting. Yeah. Good connection. Just watch that one on the replay as Scott's preparing to point in. Scott, of course, sporting the nice Ugg boots. Nice and cozy. As I said before, it is quite cool here in Newcastle at the moment. Showing us 13 degrees, almost 10 o'clock. Scott pointing. Oh, heavy. Not what they wanted at all. And again, and probably going long as well, maybe. Kieran with his last. Might be holding 3. It's that Frank one of Frank's. Kieran pointing in and stopping. Looks like 4. I'll wait for confirmation. Yeah. 2 points by the look of it. It's not giving me the indication. So 4-0 now to Team Clark. So we wait to see where Kieran puts the jack here. He's been kind to the cameraman, keeping it within the shot. Okay. Suit of play. Keep the Clark machine ticking over. Just obviously looking where the best spot is to land. That string is probably in the way of the landing area. Yeah, it's a good ball. It's in front. The Marnies are going to go and have a look as to what they're going to do. Bunting put his foot out to the left-hand side of the jack, right side of the screen. Yep. And beautiful ball there by Frank. Nicely in front of the jack. We watch Kieran line up for this shot. See what he can do. He's made connection, not enough to get rid of the ball. Still holding. So opting not to shoot again. Kieran's just giving instructions, playing towards the front ball, pretending like it's not there. See if he can take the point. If you're a bit to the right hand side, you sit on Frank's ball there, make it hard to remove later on. Two points, and she had the line but didn't get the weight quite right. Scotty coming in. Very accurate pointer, Scott. I expect this one somewhere in the head. And his is long as well. It's not what they ordered. And pushing that front one. Perhaps a little bit too late to do that. Logan's going to go on the attack. If you can get it out clean, it's shaping up to be a good end for the Romanis. Ooh, over the top. He'll reset, go again. Yeah, good shot. Taken out clean. Just that small adjustment from the first shot. Same line, just dropped a little bit off the weight. Kieran with one to play. This is going to have to be a technical ball. Try and position it as close as possible to the jack or one of the Romani Boules. Just to be a bit of a pain. And just see if we can find out who's holding here. Might be a touch short. Okay, they must be holding, I'm going to say. Otherwise, I'd suspect Bronson would be shot. Instruction is just to point in up the right-hand side, left to the left-hand side on the screen. And comes through. Good line, but again, just like some of the other balls from Tim Clark, a bit long. Yeah, we're just talking what they were going to do, but there's too many Boules of Team Clark in there to potentially shoot. Bronson will just point to make some more points. And again, long, finding the right line, just not getting to pull it up. Bronson, of course, in his Bronson Romani shirt. That's very good. And that's a better ball. 2 points to Team Romani. Makes the score 4-2. Coming into the fourth end. 2-2. And Bronson just having a bit of a look as to where he's going to put the jack. And he's playing across the piste. And it's short. Only 5 metres. Scott now going to go back, find his spot for his team. And of course, Romani's were looking for that side of the piece, so naturally play the tactics. And you even get a shot of me in the background there. Yeah, hello. Okay, Franco to play. See if he can set themselves up for a good end. And it's a good ball there by Frank. They'll make Kieran shoot. I'll just zoom in here on the terrain. You can get a bit of an idea as to what the ground looks like. As we watch Kieran shoot, might even turn the picture-in-picture on. There he goes. And missing. Watch him shoot again. Yeah, good shot. They are playing time games, so that is a dead bull line. So both balls going out. So Sue to play, Team Clark. Oh, and pushing that one long, but it is still in the piste. Swing around, there we go. Frank to see if he can replicate the first shot. Just in front. I'll request that they change the jack in the next game. Something a little bit more vibrant that provides a bit of contrast from the piste. Sue throwing that one up and dropping it short. Scott, of course, to play now. Playing middle for Team Clark. Good ball there by Scott. Making the point. Logan now shooting. And making a good carrow. Oh, I don't know if it was carrow. It might have just been a nick. I was adjusting the cameras while he was making that shot. Scott, of course, pointing in. Logan to shoot again. And making a good connection that time. 2 on the ground now. Just watch that again. Same perfectly. And I'll just give you the other angle. Bronson pointing in. Make another point. Yep. And he's done it. And 1 to come. Might be a good pick up here for the Romanis. They're looking at 4 here. Bronson can put this one in. Looks good. 4's the score. 6-4 now. You got 2 on that last end, didn't you? You got 2 on the end before. Kieran trying some sneaky tactics. Trying to say the score was 5-4. And they've moved the jack just outside of the range of the camera. As we watch Frank putting another good ball in. That ball is a dead ball line, remember. Kieran coming back to the circle to play. Kieran making a good shot. His ball going out though. Frank's ball still in play. And Sue with a good ball. It's a good response. Exactly what the doctor ordered. You can see there in front of the jack. About 20 centimetres off. Logan now shooting. He's quick to it. And missing. Logan shooting again, unsuccessfully. Frank and Bronson having a bit of a chat, see what they're going to do now. I think they're probably discussing maybe shooting again. The ball might go out or the jack, which probably wouldn't be too bad. The alternative, which it looks like they may be going with, is just pointing, either sitting on Sue's ball, making it difficult to remove, or onto the jack for the same reason of shooting, and that the jack might move potentially out as well. Franco pointing. It's a good ball in front. See what Bronson does here. I think he'd be opting for the same thing, sitting on Sue or right on the jack with this one, as he's got one in hand, and dropping that short too. Okay. They've got a decision to make here. They don't want to be in line with the jack with this one, or too close to it. If Clark removed the jack, that's bad for the Romanis. Discussion is maybe blocking up the front again, or even putting one at the back, because Clark can come through and push that jack a little bit more. Give them some room. He's pointing. Yeah, just blocking it up now. You can see it's going to be difficult to try and get these out cleanly, although Kieran might be hoping for a cross. Yeah, just heard Scott say make some space. They'll be shooting that middle bull. That last one of Bronson's, just to open it up. If he gets across, he gets across. If he moves the jack, it's just as good. I don't know if that was one he was going for. He nicked it. I'm fairly sure he was opting for that middle one to give him some room. Clark's still holding. They got one. Shots. Scott shooting. Ooh. And dropping it short. Almost pushing it in for the point. You can see how close it is now. Scott and Kieran just in discussion as to what they're going to do. Nice shot there by Scott. Shooting and staying. Making 2 points for Team Clark. With Sue to play the last ball at the end. See if she can make another point. Kieran just saying that that's their two Boules, and that's the line Sue should be looking for. Nice to see you in the chat, Louis. It is Team Clark versus Team Romani. Sue playing the last ball of this end and moving the jack. I think it may have moved it too far. One in, one out. And 2 points to Team Clark, making the score 6-all. And just for anyone joining us now, there are the team lists. Scott, Sue and Kieran versus Logan, Frank and Bronson. See where Kieran opts to point the jack here. There you go. Okay, Team Clark scoring back. After taking a 4-0 lead, they found themselves behind. Sue pointing and putting a great ball in. Look at that. Drawing applause from her partner. Come nicely onto the jack there. Logan just stepping it out. We've got a good view here. Logan Romani shooting. Making contact, but just not enough. Franco Romani pointing now. And it's a good shot, even if it's short. I don't mind that. Yeah, he's taken it. Kieran just cleaning in front of the bull. Just get another angle. Frank just coming in. So Kieran to shoot this front one. Dropping it short. And making connection, but Tony just nicked it. Frank's still holding. So he's going to try and replicate her first shot. See if she can pull that point back, or maybe even play for the jack, make 2 points. But the priority, of course, is taking the point. Still 13 degrees here. You can see the players all in jumpers and jackets. 20 past 10. And good line there by Sue, but pushing it long. Unlucky she didn't touch the jack. Made 2 points there. Scott having a good think what he's going to do. And points in. Oh, that's a good ball. I think he's taken it. What a ball. It's hidden behind that one now of Frank. It's going to make it very difficult for Logan to remove. If he can, it's going to be a good shot, but it's exactly what the Clarks needed. Okay, Logan. Oh, and he's done it. What a shot. Beautiful. Straight over the top. Look at this. Couldn't do it any better. Okay, Scott. The last ball for Team Clark. Trying to do the same. Yeah. Scott playing for the jack. Wants to be dead in straight. And that's the risk in doing so. You go long, nothing in front. Marnies still have plenty of bulls left to make some points here. This might be a big turning point in the game. think they're looking at the Boules at the back. You can't quite see it in the shot. They're talking about shooting those 3 Boules at the back to bring 2 points in. Of course, if they stay, they make some bonus points. They're opting the point though, probably the wiser choice, particularly with the Boules at the back. Frank coming in. That's 2 on the ground now. With 2 Boules left to come from Bronson. And just short there. I'm going to say those back ones hold it out. Bronson's going to adjust. See if he can bring another one in. And he does. I think that's the first 3-pointer of the end of the game. 9-6 now. See where Bronson decides to put the jack, opting for that same string. Just see Frank coming back to the circle. And a good ball there. Here I'm going to try and remove that one. And he's a bit long. Going again quick. Yep, better ball. His ball going out though, as well as Frank's. So it'll be Sue to play. And throwing that one a bit long, went out. Now, because both Boules went out to start with, and then Sue's ball going out, they take it in turns until someone holds the shot. And as long as Frank keeps it on the piece, which he does, it's their point. Team Clark to play now. You can see there, it's a good metre short. Oh, that one didn't come out right. I'm going to say that's the weather, the cold hands. Still only 13 degrees, 10:30 in the day. I think we're in for a high of 17. Scott pointing. Bit of confusion there. Team Clark. Kieran wanting him to shoot the jack to try and save the game. Romani's with Boules in hand. 4 left to get 3 in, win the game. It is quite open. It's only the Boule line that could potentially stop them, I think. Yep, good ball there by Bronson. See Bronson walking back to the circle. In his Bronson Romani t-shirt. Check him out on his socials. And another good there. Another good bull. So one more, I think, from Logan. If you can bring this one in, that'll be the game. And it looks good. Shaking hands. A good game there. Romani's just coming away with it. The last two ends. Team Clark off to a good start. 13-6 the score. Good shots all round. What I'll do, just while we work out what we're going to do next and adjust the scoreboard, is I'll just put it on a brief hold. Okay, we're back. They decided to stay in the same teams. So I'll give them the okay to go. Yep. So Team Clark is going to start off at this time. Good ball there from Scott to start with. Nice in front. Franco going to try and outpoint that one. Just dropping it short. If you are just joining us, it is Team Clark versus Team Romani. Team list there: Scott Clark, Susan Clark, Kieran Clark versus Logan Romani, Frank Romani, and Bronson Romani. Frank just dropping his first one short, going again, and makes the adjustment. Much better this time. You can see there. It's nice and close to the jack. Kieran going to try and remove that. nice shot there from Kieran. We'll watch that back on the replay.
We're playing the same team. I just started for you.
Logan pointing this time, letting Brunson shoot, I suggest, and making the point. Team Clark just discussing what they're going to do here. Just wanting Sue to get past that front one. If she can do that, she'll take the point. And she's done it, taking the point too. Brunson now coming in to shoot. Oh, not missing by much. A good weight to it. Just missing to the his left, right hand side on the screen. A bit of confusion as to how many Boules the opponent had. Team Clark with 3 Boules left. They're going to point Team Romani. See if they can play the tactical Boule just in front of that one at the back. Make it difficult to remove. Not what they wanted. Thanks for joining us today. If you haven't already, subscribe to Aussie Pétanque so you can get notified when we go live in the future. This is a Newy Boule Bash, just some practice matches. We're here at the Newcastle Pétanque Club, located in Neska Park, The Hill, New South Wales. It's just gone past 10:30. As you can see on the screen, it's showing as 13 degrees still, but I suspect it's just a little bit warmer than that.
Good.
It's a good ball.
Well done.
See what they decide to do here. Kieran making good contact. Just doing enough to remove that Boule. Scott shooting, just missing. It's still going to be 2 points for them though. Team Clark, like they did in the last game, taking a 2-point lead.
That one's cold.
Let's see where Scott puts this jack. They've been opting to play the line, and he kind of goes that way again. Shadow of the trees. Just messing with the camera there. Sue pointing. It's not a bad ball. The Romanis will think about what they're going to do with this one. Opting to point, probably too far out to bother shooting at this stage. If it was in front, I'd suggest they'd be shooting, but hoping for Frank to point in, and he has been pointing well. And they're saying that he's got it. From this angle, I'm not so sure, but they're pretty confident, so we'll go with that. Suit a point. Just needs to straighten up from the first one, and she'll be right on the jack. And it's a good ball. Taking the point, bringing the shooter in. Still a pretty open head at the moment. See what Bronson can do. Ooh, bit long that one. He's done better than that. Yeah, better shot there by Bronson. Almost making a nice carro. Taking Sue's Boules out of the game. Frank holding at the back. Kieran's probably going to be thinking about shooting just because of the Boule count. Bronson missing one of his shots. They want to play aggressive, they can do so. A couple of carros. They could score big. The only thing probably stopping them at this point is the fact that it's behind the jack. Yeah, they're opting for the aggressive route. Logan with 2 Boules left. Scott and Kieran with 4. And just missing, not far off. You can see there his landing mark, just to the left of the Boule. Scott will try and point in, take the point back, and he's done so. Logan going to shoot. Shooting well in the last game. That one just dropping short, bouncing over. 2 against 2. Frank's still got one in hand. Risky decision. But a nice shot from Logan. Almost making a nice carro. See there on the replay. Good contact. Just pulled it up. Might be enough for 2 points. Scott taking the point back. Just in line with the jack there. The bottom of the screen. Franco with his last ball. Trying to remove that one of Scott's. And he's done so. Taking it out cleanly. Last ball of the end. Kieran to play. See if he can retain the point. And pulling it up short. Not what they wanted. They've called for 2. Logan staying in there. Scores 2-all. Longer end this time. Probably about 9.5 meters. Frank with his first ball, just pulling it to the left. Leaving room for Sue to point in here.
That's when he went out and he got shot.
Yeah, it's a good ball in front, taking the shot. Kieran's happy with that one. Drawing their shooter out. Bronson will try and remove that one. And a good shot there by Bronson. His ball just going onto the string. They're trying to determine if it's in or out. It's in. So you're going to replicate her first shot. See if she can sit right in front of the jack. Looks good. Pulling it a bit long though. Just travels straight through. wanted there. Again, good weight, just not straight. Pointing again. See if he adjusts. And he has. It's a good ball. Making it that a little bit more difficult to remove for Bronson. So we come and see him coming back to the circle. Yeah, another good shot there by Bronson. Good connection. Kieran to play his Boule now. I'm going to try and point, I'd suggest. Either directly in front of the jack or on one of those side two Boules. The important thing is that he makes them play. Nice high lob there by Kieran. Pulling it up in front of the jack. It's a good shot. Logan now lining up to shoot. Just missing over the top. Logan with one, Frank with one, and then for Team Clark, Kieran has one Boule left. Logan shooting again, makes good connection. Kieran just being a bit cheeky, telling Frank to practice his shooting, get ready. That only works though if you put it in though, Kieran. See what he does. Another high lob. Yeah, nice lob. And maybe too long. Now I'm going to say Kieran's got it. Looks like that back one. Decision to make now for Frank. Frank pointing, but it might be just short. They're just going to have a bit of a look. No. Scott's given the point away. Frank making a point. Romani's take the lead, 3-2. Yeah. So they're playing for that string again. Obviously a tactical decision. Trying to play that dead ball line. Brunton just showing Frank where he wants the ball. And Frank just dropping it short, but it's not a bad ball. It blocks that line, which means you do need to come up the center of the piste. A little bit closer to that dead ball line if you want to take the point. You can see there, but there's still a bit of a gap. Even if you just come 10 centimetres inside Frank's, you're still pretty safe. And a good ball there by Sue, just keeping it in. Just pushing the jack a little bit further away from Frank's ball. Bronson's going to try and remove this now. And he's done so. His ball going out as well, though. Susan Clark playing for Team Clark. Playing her second ball. See if she can retake the point. Kieran just advising Sue just to go up the right-hand side of the piste. Left-hand side on the screen, just to keep it in play. And she's done that. It's a good ball. Well played. De-risks the chance of a bad bounce and the ball going out. And makes it that little bit more difficult for Bronson to remove. They'll just discuss among themselves what their options are, if they're going to shoot or if Frank's going to potentially point up the middle. Bronson shooting, making good contact, making the point, taking the point back. He would have liked to have removed it a little bit further, but it's done the job. Scott's going to try the same thing, just point up that right-hand side away from the string. And he's done so. A little bit more room this time for Team Romani. See what they decide to do now. Obviously opting to shoot last ball. But it looks like they'll try and outpoint this one now. I'll just potentially play towards that front one. That is there, so they don't need to go too wide. And that one drifted. Logan with 2 to play. Kieran with 2, and Scott looks like he's got 1 in hand as well. Good ball there by Logan, keeping it on the piste near the jack. Kieran's just got to touch this one, knock it out, take the point back. Nice carrow there by Kieran. Exactly what they needed. Watch that on the replay. Just hitting the top of the bull, getting it to stop. Logan now going to try and sit on that ball now of Kieran's, I'd suggest, just to be a bit of a pain. Kieran's still got 1 left, as with Scott. Not quite what they wanted. It's a good ball, but Kieran's just going to shoot. There's nothing stopping him from taking it clean now. And another good shot there by Kieran. They'll have 2 on the ground there now. Scott just needs to point in, make 3. Just needs to get past that front one. They don't have to play up the string, just up that right-hand side, and he's done so. Good 3 points for Team Clark. Gives them the lead now, 5-3, heading into the 5th end. Kieran just showing Sue where to land the ball. And Sue, good ball, good start. A decision to be made with the Romanis if they're going to shoot or try and outpoint that. I dare say they'll probably shoot, only because if Frank does manage to point inside that, I can tell you Kieran will be shooting, so they'll try and get the upper hand here and shoot first. And Bronson missing his first. And they're going to point in now. And a great ball by there. Great ball there by Frank. Pointing in right next to the jack. It's exposed though. Kieran will be looking for Caro. Roughly 7 meters to just sizing it up. And a good hit by there, Kieran. Frank going to try and replicate his last shot. See if he can sit potentially in front of the jack this time. Or perhaps a little bit closer to Sue's bull there. Just to make it a little bit more difficult for Kieran to remove. These type of games, you need to play for those percentage and crosses and whatnot. So another good ball there by Frank. Kieran will no doubt shoot again. It's much like the last one. Another good shot there by Kieran, removing it. taking the point back for Sue. Logan's going to have to come in point in now. And a great ball there by Logan. Much more difficult to remove this one. There's a very high chance that Scott could take his own ball out here, which is what the Romanis will be hoping for. Although he has been shooting well this game, on the last game. And just missing over the top. He'll go again though, I'd suggest. Sue still with one in hand. Yeah, and a good shot there by Scott. Moving the jack a little bit, but that's okay. Sue's still got one left to Logan's. See on the replay, beautiful shot, takes it cleanly, then comes onto the jack. Moves it away from Sue's first ball. So Logan to point in. And it's a good ball. And Sue will attempt to shoot this out. Come on, Sue.
Get fucked up.
Not playing to shoot on the ball, but you're playing to punch it back. To touch it. If you're a little bit stronger, and you bring it back, you try to play point, don't land around here, play towards the ball. You touch the ball back and throw.
Great ball, Susan.
And Sue pointing. Bronton's still got a ball left, which is why she didn't shoot. I was a bit confused there for a moment. But it's a great ball. It's going to be very difficult for Bronson to get in here. He needs to outpoint that. And there's nothing else around them of theirs. So he just needs to draw in. And I don't think he's done so. I'm going to say it's only the 1 point. They are checking though. Must be close. See if I can get another angle. And the measure's out. Get in on the action here. Frank doing a wonderful job of measuring. 1 point.
Well, we don't have tape measures built inside
5-4.
So we can't always see.
To Team Clark. And 6. They've been playing for 35 minutes. And again, opting for the string, the dead ball line.
I've seen that thing on Facebook last week about someone selling all the No.
Franco pointing. Pushing it long and to the side. Scott just having a bit of a discussion with Bronson. And Sue comes into the circle to play.
Good.
Nice loop to the ball there. It is fortunate she picked up the jack.
Even if you didn't.
Trailed it back a little bit. She still would have been holding, but good shot nonetheless. Bronson shooting now. And making good connection. Staying on the piece too. I dare say they'll play aggressive for the rest of the end now. Hoping for a bad ball from Team Clark. And just short there by Sue. The Romanis will definitely be shooting the rest of this end now.
Very close, please.
See if Scotty can save the day. Try and sit either on a ball or the jack. It's not a bad ball, but it is open. Bronson will be hoping to take this one out clean. There's nothing really in the way either. It's just got to hit. I can see you chatting in the live chat, Chris. Give us a shout out as to who you think will win this one. Team Ramadi just too strong in the last. And another good shot there by Bronson. Two good Boules. There may be three on the ground. You can see on that angle, Bronson's just staying at the back of the jack there. Might outpoint that front one. And Scott pointing long. Unsuccessful in taking the point. Kieran to point now. He'll try and place this one away from Scott's just to make it harder to cross. All right, Logan, let's see what he's got for us. And missing over the top. He'll go again though. I'll just put the picture in picture on, just so we can get another angle. Caro coming. Good shot.
Oh, you can shoot me till I know. Very dangerous.
Kieran pointing with his last and taking the point. It's now up to Frank to shoot. Frank also shooting well when he's had to. Frank shooting and making good connection. He's unlucky to stay for two. They'll take the one though.
Oh, we can call you all round.
5 all now. Moving into N7. 40 minutes gone. And Bronson playing the string once again. They love that string. I'll just zoom in a bit too. Frank pointing. Keeping it wide.
That's a good ball for that thing.
Kieran dropping it short, making a big mess of it all. Staying himself, taking the point, clearing everyone out. A lot of coaching going on in this game. Franco pointing in, taking the shot. Oh no, I must have missed that one. I'm just adjusting one of the cameras. Yeah, no good there by Frank. Brunson will come in and shoot. And a nice shot there by Bronson. Nice carro. Just positioning his bull closer to the jack too. Great shot. Kieran just dropping that one short as well. Bouncing over. A bit disappointed with himself. Sue with one left to play. Scott with two in hand still. And Logan still got his two as well. Chris calling for 4 points for the Romanis this end. It might shape up that way if Team Clark throw a bad one here. Or Scott puts one of his out. And a good ball there by Sue. There's nothing wrong with that. Cuts one off and makes it very difficult for Team Romani to remove. That minimises the number of points they can score this end, I think. Scott now, I think the play is just to try and take the point back. Up the string towards the jack. And Scotty just pushing that one long. He really needs this one in now. And drops it short. Now this is going to be interesting to see what the Romanis do here. Logan could potentially break that off and have a shot. Bronson still got one. Now they'll shoot. they'll shoot. Doesn't really matter what happens to their Boule. They'll just open it up. It's their Boule at the back too as well. So if both Boules go, they'll still be holding. And good contact there by Bronson, but he's pushed Sue's ball onto the jack and stayed there himself. So it's not actually a bad ball because it opens it up for Logan to shoot a carro here, Chris, and a point in by Logan, and there's your 4 points. Yeah, 3 on the ground now. Was mistaken before. I thought it was Sue that moved towards the jack, but no, she started at the back there. That was Bronson moving. And Logan pointing in. No, he's just gone out. There goes your 4 points, Chris. It's only 3 to Romani's. 8-5 now. Romani's take the lead. They've been opting for this string, and they go there again. It rolls out though. Kieran's going to step it out, put it where he wants it. And as he normally does, just outside the view of the camera. So
I'm getting ready.
Sue trying to be cheeky, thinking that she could get that first ball in, but no, it's Frank to play. They won the end. And Frankie pushing it long there. Just going to reset the box. There we are, Sue to play. And it's a good line, but I'm going to say it's maybe just short. Yeah, it is. Kieran clearing the hole. Sue will play again. Just needs to play past that front one of hers. And it's taken a bad bounce. I'm going to put that down to the bounce rather than the throw. It looked good, nice and straight out of the hand. Kieran thinking about what they're going to do here now. 2 Boules down. The Romani's with a bit of confidence, going on the attack. Seeing Clark still just discussing what they're going to do. Kieran suggesting that perhaps he just plays like that front one's not there. If he makes contact, he brings it in. If not, he comes through and sits for the point himself. Maybe with the potential of making 2 if he does make contact. The only alternative, better suited for the left-hander, is to try and sit in front of that back one of Frank's. And he's done it. That's a good ball. That's a great ball. It's still open, but there is now more of a chance that Bronson does cross that back ball of theirs and kind of bring Sue's Boules back into play. And a nice clean shot there by Bronson, taking it out cleanly. See on the replay, it almost crosses the back ball, just missing it. That's what Scott was hoping for, that cross. And he wasn't too far off getting it. I'll try and repeat that. Just trying to sit in front. Playing too much for that front ball this time around. Pushing it through. Kieran with 2 Boules left. Romani's with 4 in hand. I dare say if he gets it in, they'll be attacking. And Kieran dropping his shot as well. And touching the front one of Sue's, but I don't think it's enough to bring it in. Still holding at the back. 4 left in hand, 1 on the ground. 8 and 5, 13. They could be looking at the game here. Frank just sneaking that one past the front 2 to make another point. Kind of blocking the line now a little bit. See if Logan can point in here now. And you could see the effect that Logan had on the ball, trying to bring it around. Just dropping it short though. Just repositioning himself in the circle. He's going to try and come up the middle now towards Frank. And a good ball. 3 on the ground now. Bronson still with 1 in hand. It's going to be very difficult for them to get 5 from here, but 4 still a good score, gives them a lead of 12-5. And Bronson pointing in successfully. That should be 4 points to Team Romani, and 12-5. Back to the line. It's been serving them well, particularly when they've got a lead like this and they need the 1 point. So Frank will look to play conservative, just get one on the piste, away from the string, and then they'll go on the attack. Frank just pushing that ball a little bit long. Bit of room there for Sue to point in. And pushing it long, Dead Bull just needs to readjust here. And she's done so. What a great ball that is. Exactly what they needed. Every chance the jack goes dead here now. See there, she's right on the jack. Bronson hits, that jack's going dead. They're just discussing. They realise if he hit, the jack's going dead. And they and Sue gets that bull back that she threw out. So Logan's just going to try and point and break it off, give Bronson a clear shot. And it's a good ball by Logan. It's a great shot. See there, almost making the point 2 at the back, but it's just what they needed here. Bronson will definitely go and shoot now. Bronson just doing enough to get rid of it. You may have caught that on the replay. No. Kieran going to shoot back now. He won't be upset if he's short, touching the jack. He may even play for it. Missing over the top. It is, of course, game on the ground for Team Romani. We watch Kieran walk back into the circle. What's Kieran got for us? And just missing the jack. He's playing for it, or into Caro at least. Just nicking it on the way up of the bouts. And the bull staying in play at the back as well. So Scott with 2 bills left. Frank with 1, Logan with 1. And Bronson with his bills as well. It's shaping up to be a nice end for the Romanis again. And it stays in there for Frank. Takes the point. You can see there it's just on the string. 2 bills for Scott. And 2 bills left for Team Romani. 1 for Bronson and Logan. Scott talking about what they're going to do. Could either shoot that ball out or maybe see if he can point on it. Nudge it out and make it difficult to shoot. It's just gone past an hour in game time. It's starting to warm up now. 15 degrees, 11:30. And Scott trying to shoot the jack, and he's done so. But not knocking it far enough. That's not what they needed. They needed that one out. He was unlucky there. Just needs to keep the bull on the piece here, nice and close to the jack, and then hope the Romanis miss. Points in, And it's a good ball. It's a great ball. As close as possible. The end's close to 12 to 13 metres now. Testing the arm of Bronson. Shooting for game. See what Bronson can do. It's lining it up. Yeah. He's done it. That's the game. Team Romani winning 13-5. It's a good game there. We'll just watch that last shot on the replay. 13 metres, 12 metres. Getting it on the full. Ball going out. I'll just switch to a quick hold and we'll see if they're going to play another match, and we'll go from there. All right, welcome back. They just decided that they're going to have a game of doubles, sticking with the Clark versus Romani. So we'll have Kieran Clark, Scott Clark versus the Romani boys, Bronson and Logan, runners up in the Australian Nationals.
Right, let's rock and roll.
So we've got a cracking game of doubles here now.
You ready, Timmy?
Don't mind. Really either way.
Yeah.
All right, they've switched the teams up on me. They've given me a bum steer. So it's Kieran and Logan actually playing together, so I'll have to change this. I'll go Team Logan. And a good shot there by Bronson to start with. And Scott pointing in for Team Bronson. And a nice shot there by Logan. Perfect spot, Caro. And a beautiful point there by Scott now, taking it back. Logan seeing if he can make another Caro. And another beautiful shot. Great shooting by Logan. And Scott pointing in once again. Apologies about that before. They told me that it was going to be the Romani boys playing, but ooh, casket. It looked good out of the hand too. Just nicking it on the top. Kieran coming into play. So the teams now are Logan Romani and Kieran Clark versus Scott Clark and Bronson Romani. Kieran, of course, shooting now. Just missing over the top. He's going to have to point now.
out there about the options, mate.
Just short there by Kieran. Bronson still with these 3 Boules left. 2 Boules left. He'll try and point in. And just dropping it short. Taking that front one. Bronson trying to play that front one in. And it's done just enough to make 2 points, I think.
Two.
Still just working out how many points it is. Kieran just measuring for the second point. Team Bronson. And it is 2. 2 point start. Clouds have just come over and it's getting a bit cold again. And once again, just like in the last 2 games, they're favouring this side string. Quick bathroom break.
There we go, Bronson.
He's ready to go.
Well played then. Played well then. Move that one up.
Scotty seeing if he can continue. Just questioning the length. 2, 4. Just on 6 metres. You have to give an extra 50 centimetres or so for the fact he's wearing the big Ugg boots. And a beautiful shot. Excellent pointing there by Scott. Logan shooting now. Oh, making a good carro too. Great shot. Just jumping onto the other side of the jack. Bronson's turn. Bronson just preparing himself, getting settled in the circle. He didn't miss by much either. There's his landing mark, right next to the ball. Bronson and Scott now just discussing what they're going to do. Bronson's stating the ball count, saying that another miss could be costly. Scott's going to point, try and take the point back, sit in that hole perhaps that Bronson's just made. He comes in and he moves the jack too. Great shot. Makes him play. Logan coming in to shoot again. And another carrow. He's on fire. Wonderful pointing there by Logan. And Scott, another good ball. Drawing applause from his partner.
Don't mind that one.
And that's good. Good chance of a cross here. Logan might struggle to get it clean. And another carrow. Great shooting there. Takes the back one out, but stays himself. So they're holding 3 on the ground. You can see there, that's all Logan. Yeah, Scott and Kieran discussing the play now. Trying to work out how they're going to save this end. Kieran's still got 3 bulls left. Bronson with his 2. And nothing on the piste. They need to play very defensive here. Or very aggressive and go for the jack. Pointing, he just needs to sit on the ball. He needs to find one of Logan's bulls. And sit right on it. It's a good ball normally, but in this situation, it's not what they wanted. It's too exposed. The play now is to put a ball away from that one. Again, ideally, if you can sit on Logan's ball that's got shot, it's the best place for it. Yeah, it's not bad. Kieran still needs to shoot to make 2. The question is, will he shoot the next one to make that back one of Logan's come in? I guess at the angle, if you look here, there is a chance that Bronson's silver bull could cross with his own at the back if Kieran hits properly. See what he does. Just needs to hit. Oh, he's hits it. You just see on the replay, he just nicks it on the way up, just pushing it out. They're holding 2, but I'm going to say they're shooting again. And shoot Bronson's out. Kieran's ball and Logan's back one comes in. And hits again, but not enough for what they wanted. You can see there in the replay that Kieran was a bit frustrated with himself. Just having to point now, there's still 2 pools holding that back one of Logan's out, and comes in for 3. Team Logan taking the lead, 3-2. And as Kieran typically does, moves the jack outside the range of the camera. Kieran pointing in now.
We're playing inside the line.
So they are playing two-piece, so that string that the jack is next to is still live.
No, I think it's shoot first because ball in front. The ball behind, I was trying to go for it.
And Bronson coming in to shoot. And dropping that one short. Scott will try and outpoint this one now. Not much else he can do. Straight up the middle. Maybe just passing that one over Kieran's. And plays up the back of it.
Yeah, it turned in on me.
Scott just going up, taking the time to reset himself, covering the hole, and fitting his Uggs inside the circle. And that one takes off. You want to do better with this one, and he has. It's a good ball. Logan will come in to shoot after making 3 carrows on the last end. I'll just see. I'll turn the picture and picture on just in case the jack moves. We can see where it goes. Oh, and as you can see, he has moved the jack. Now I did position the camera a little bit too close to the backwood there. Not quite able to get both the player and the jack in shot. So I'll stick with this angle. I'll let Kieran play and then I'll switch across. You can see he's got a bit of room. So he's pointing now. And a great ball. Right in front of the jack. Excellent pointing.
What do you do? Shoot, you can take it out and stay. You kill the jack, or you can miss. Alright, we've done 2 balls again there. We get 3. I think it might be to try and limit the damage.
So it says they're discussing. We are at the Newcastle Pétanque Club, The Hill, located in Neska Park, New South Wales. It's just gone past midday and it is now 17 degrees after a cool start this morning. Bronson shooting. And again, as soon as he releases, I'll switch. And just jumping over. Almost taking out the camera in the process.
Hey, we didn't think about that before he shot.
Kieran just with something in his throat. And Brunson pointing and throwing it out. They're out now. Kieran and Logan still with plenty of Boules in hand. Kieran with one in hand, Logan still with two. And there's still plenty of room too. So watch Kieran point. And goes dead as well. That might be a costly shot towards the end of the match. It's points like these that you need to make.
I think I landed a little bit far. I think you should
Bit
get
of
the same
scoreboard
one
pressure as well. Logan opting for the squat point. Getting some good height. And bringing it in for two.
Yeah, I'm trying to just stop it just before it, because I know it's going to run.
Hey Tim, try and use the jack.
Yeah, from that camera.
That one.
And Logan pointing for another point. And it gets there. 3 points to Team Logan. Gives them a 6-2 lead. Heading into the fourth end now, I'd say. And they're going to try and find some new terrain, which they have. Haven't quite had it up the middle of the piste today. So Kieran Clark to point again. Put some pressure on. Ooh. Stuck in his hand there. But it is in front. They might draw a ball later on. Scott comes up. Bit of an inspection of the piste. Just having a good look. He's going to land the ball. And doing the one thing he didn't want to do and push that front ball up. The string having a little bit to do with that. Scott's climbing. Brunton going to try and save at the end here. See if he can carry the bull in front. Okay. Oh, no. Hitting Scott's ball. Pushing Kieran a little bit closer too. Probably going to shoot again. See if they can get that jack out. The wind is starting to pick up here as well. You might hear a bit of that in the microphones. There's not much I can do about that. Bronson shooting again. And Casket pushing the ball out, taking the point back, but it's not quite what they wanted. Logan in fine form at the moment, playing the aggressive game. And a nice shot. 2 points on the ground. Scott's going to try and point in here. Maybe somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Bit upset. He probably wanted it in front of the jack. Or at least a little bit closer to those back ones. Hoping for a cross. Logan shooting again. And making another carro. Just does it so easily. Watch this again. Nice and easy, out of the hand, and it just stops. Just waiting for Scott to walk back to the circle. You can see how beautiful it is here in Newcastle. Nice blue skies, bit of cloud cover, 16 degrees. It's just the wind that's starting to pick up now. Scott will try and point on that ball of Logan's and bounces away. It's right out in the open there. You can probably see Logan and Kieran licking their lips with that one. They're ready to shoot that. And Bronson pointing, trying to play for that ball as well, but missing. So they've got 2 to shoot to make 2 more points. Those back 2, see on screen, plus whatever stays. And Logan has been staying. Not that one though. It's a rare miss. Kieran still with 2 Boules. The shot is still on. 2 carro, they make 5. That's what they'll go for, I'm sure. And Kieran dropping it a little bit short and to his left. No option now but to point.
Yeah.
A couple of hits there and they score big. Really push the score out. Kieran pointing for 2, which goes long. 1 point to Team Logan. They'll be a bit disappointed with that, given how the end started for them. 7-2, Team Logan. They're playing for bragging rights between the families. good start there by Kieran. Bull in front. One of those bulls where you think you can outpoint it, but once you do, they'll go on the attack. See Scott coming back to the circle. It's a short end, maybe 6.5 metres. And brings it in nicely. Logan shooting. And missing. He's well short on that one. Here we go again. That's a better shot. Well done, Logan. So we see Scott step into the circle. Rolls the shoulders. He's ready. And trails the jack back a little bit as well. It's a good shot.
Even if I didn't duck the jack, I think I still wanted to wait to hold it.
Logan lining it up. And a good shot there. Taking it out clean. Over the top of the jack.
Not saying that what they're saying that you want me to do or should do. But,
Holding 2 on the ground. Logan out. Kieran with 2 left. Scott's just going to try and make the point. And where did that go?
I've done it again.
Right onto the jack. That's the answer. Look at that. Bit disappointed with that. Kieran's got a chance to kill the end now. And missing. Now, Bronson still with a couple of bulls in hand, I can see. Kieran down to his last for Team Logan. And Kieran just pointing up at the back of the ball. Just to make it as hard as possible for Bronson with his 3 bulls. Bronson's going to try and shoot that one. Kieran's out in front, giving him a bit of room to point in. And drops that one short. Jumps over. Oh, Unlucky. He makes Caro and he moves the jack back to Kieran and Logan's ball. Just watch that on the replay. You can see here he hits it, but when he makes Caro, he just jumps onto the jack and pushes it back. Shooting that one.
That's us. Here at the back as well. So this one goes to be nice. Nice colour, mate.
So Brunson lining up to shoot again. Not quite sure who's holding. But Caro will be the 3. And he's too long. So just wait confirmation. He's got the point. The tape measure's coming out. It is close. I'll just get up in there in the action. It's a good time to thank everyone for watching the Newy Bull Bash. Just some practice games here at Newcastle. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Aussie Pétanque. Now, Bronson's claiming the point for himself by mil. Logan doesn't trust his older brother, measuring himself. And the wind's really starting to pick up here now. They've called for a third party. Papa Franco. Find out who his favourite son is. He's either going to back Team Logan or Team Bronson. And Bronson's the favourite son. Ball in front. Makes the score 7-3. And we don't need to look at Bronson's shoes, so we'll switch. Longer in this time, very close to the back string, probably 80 centimetres off. See there, Scott just covering a hole. Having a good look, see where he wants to land this one. A good start there by Scott, pulling it up next to the jack. Just watch the replay while Logan's walking to the circle. He's happy with that. just missing. He'll go again. It's a good ball. And perfect shot. Nice shot, Logan. At that distance, to stay like that.
Don't let little bro put shit on you, bro.
Now Bronson's coming in. See if he can do the same thing. Teach his little brother a lesson. He shoots. Oh, and nicks the ball. Shooting very flat. He'll go again. You hear this call from Scott, wanting him to change the colour, making Caro. And shooting again, and same spot. Just dropping it short. A little bit to the right hand side. Scott needs to win in here now. See if he can sit in front of that ball. Potentially sitting right on it, taking the point. The sun's just coming out from behind the cloud. And not what he wanted. It's out of the game there. Easy to shoot if it comes to it. He'll go again, playing for the ball. And falling short again.
Sorry, mate. I go very good there.
Bronson pointing now. He needs a good one here. Otherwise they're in big trouble. Big trouble. There it is. Oh, almost. Almost what he needed to do. Kieran and Logan walking back to the circle, just discussing what they're going to do. Potentially use that one of Bronson's as a stop. Kieran pointing in.
Oh.
Might make two. Logan's just looking. He's just going to tape it. So just calling for the umpire again, just to see who's got second, so they can make a decision on what they're going to do.
Calling it, no, not that one. Sorry. Calling him exactly the same.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Just changed camera angles. Scott positioned himself in front of the view.
I'm calling this one, alright? By half a mil.
I've got them equal.
Oh, we'll go with that one.
Hang on, hey, we've got balls to play.
Jeez.
Okay, Kieran to play. See if he can make some more points.
Well, is it boat races on the harbour or something?
Hello.
And it looks like Logan's coming in to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Shooting the one at the back. And over the top. Kieran with one left.
It, look. It's not worth it. Yeah, like those balls alone.
They're both go, you get two.
We've already got.
Kieran pointing in with his last and moving the jack.
No damage.
No damage. Was risky though. Claiming 2. 2 points to Team Logan. 9-3 to score now.
Oh, hang on. I think we did go right there. It was 5-4, wasn't it? And then.
Got one up there. 7-3. And then 9-3. 9-3.
Kieran pointing, pulling it up a bit short, but it's still a good ball in front. Last time when Scott found himself in this situation, he did play up the back of it, so he'll try and avoid that this time. See if he can bring it around. Might even to think about shooting it, just because it's in the way. Yeah, and that's what they're going to do.
I'm happy to do that as well. But you start.
All right, Bronson coming in to shoot. Short one. And good contact. Just not getting enough of it to take it out. Certainly gives Scott a bit of room to point in now, though. Sure you don't want to jump on a mic? No? No, you just talk? Rubbish. No one wants to hear my voice.
sure. Honestly, the way it kicks on, it should be kicked out.
Well, I got 3 to play, have they?
3.
Right, take your time, look at it well. Take this one out for me, mate. Work.
So they got people left. Up here. You see that? You have to shoot the next to as well. Up here.
Where we're second.
We're second here. That's right.
Oh, that's right. Get out of there.
Tell you what, so good.
I don't know how that went. Stop pointing to 2. That's good.
That's the point, isn't it?
Unless you want to try and move the jump here. Bit hard.
I'll play to the point, and if I can move the little one, well, that's a bonus. We have one, yeah?
Yeah.
No, I just got a point normal.
Yeah. You almost did it.
No, because that one over there to the left was going to take it out. If I move it up here,
Yeah, I think so. There you go. 2.
you're asking for what there.
Oh, look. I've seen stranger things up. Yeah, stranger things. Ooh.
Just landed here, but I wanted to go. I wanted to go high.
That was thorough, wasn't it? You seen it? Right over the top.
If I was short.
Ridiculous.
Bien petit petrino.
Ten all?
And all, you reckon? Well done, Logan. You're going to have to excuse me for this one. It's either going to be good or it's
No,
not.
put it on the bloody day.
I'm going to try to put it on the jack, but whether it's done or not, I'm not sure.
Stop making excuses.
Right, I'll put it on the jack.
See? Ah, it's not close enough.
I wasn't sure how we're going to run that. Roncetti.
Stevenson.
Roncetti.
Oh, you're right.
Right, Logan stepping up to shoot. Just took a break from the commentary for a moment. And he's shot his own ball out. That was not the plan. I thought I'd jump on the mic because it might be the end of the game. It's better. See if we can squeeze this replay in. As Logan goes to shoot this one out to the side. And he's missed. And Team Bronson picks up a point. 6-10 to score now. Wait to see where Scott puts the jack. Scott just pulling that one up short. It is in the way though. Kieran's going to have to come around it.
He's trying to get in my way.
And Kieran pushing that one long. It's hard to tell from this angle.
You got it.
That's how bad the first shot was.
Bit of a A sigh of relief from Kieran. And Scott.
Nah.
Doing much the same,
Nah.
but a little bit too wide. And now pulling that one up short. Scott's out. 3 balls left for Bronson. Kieran and Logan with 5 in hand. And Bronson pushing Scott's ball in for the point. They may even have 2 there now. And a nice carry there by Logan.
Like a mouse.
Too easy. Look at this on the replay. Perfect. Just watch that again. That was too good. Just replace the bull. And a great ball there by Logan. Bronson putting it right on the jack. He's got a bull left too, so if the jack goes dead, it's a dead end.
Ready? Whatever happens, happens. Don't worry about it.
So I'll turn the picture in picture on too, just to track this jack.
Oh, he's so good.
And he takes it out clean. How he did that, I have no idea. Too good.
I'm doing this stuff on purpose. You can't accept greatness.
Bronson with his last bull. He needs this one in. Logan with 1, Kieran with 2 left. Oh, and a great shot there by Bronson. Logan's going to have to go again.
Hey, like.
Caro here would almost finish the match. Kieran with 2 bills left. Oh, kills the end. They get 2. Puts them on 12.
All my hard with it. All my hard with it too.
It was good play there by Bronson. Anywhere else, and I think they shoot it out and make 3.
Six, 12. Who's going to win?
Six 12 to score. Team Logan in front. Kieran here playing.
You can beat that.
And that one's a little short.
Yeah, you can beat that. All you have to do is go about this part.
Ball in front.
All you have to do is go past. Yeah, that's where Scott.
I don't think this is going to prove too challenging for Scott.
Probably about where.
If he bumps that one, he should give himself an early mark. And over the top, along the string, about 80 centimetres off the jack.
Hey, don't land on your ball.
Now Logan's giving his partner some good advice not to land on his own bull. Kieran coming to point now. Nice high lob. Stops right up next to the jack. It's a good point. That's 13 now. Okay, Bronson. Sporting the Bronson Romani t-shirt. Check him out on his socials. Shooting here. And killing the end.
No! I get my ball back.
So dead end.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Kieran dropping that one short. Not 6 metres. Scott and Bronson will now place the jacket where they want it. And another good point there by Kieran. Nice high lob near the jacks. Brings back Bronson to play. Try and shoot it out. Bronson stepping into the circle, lining himself up. And hits nicely. Watch that on the replay. It's nice height to the ball. His ball goes dead though. Kieran's still holding. Scott's just going to point in here now, which he does nicely. Now little Marlon. Shooting well this game. All day actually. And that one's no different. Good hit. Just not enough to clear it to make the point. Gives Kiki plenty of room to point in. They're only chasing the 1 point. Another high lob from Kiki. And takes the point. Ooh. Pushing it long there by Scott. He needed that one to sit in front of the ball. And this one looks short. We'll check the other angle. Yeah, you can see it's short. Bronson with 2 left. Just discussing what they're going to do here now. Now Bronson with 2 left. Logan's still got his 2. Kieran's got 1. To be a great point here now. And And looks like it's gone from what we can see on the screen.
That's
It looks a bit long. Yeah, it's called long. Bronson with one to go. Oh, no. Kieran and Logan have conceded the point. Logan coming in to shoot. He's got 2 bills left. And another great shot. Shooting extremely well lately. Been practicing a heap. Starting to pay off. Alright. It's game point on the ground. Bronson needs to put this one in to save it. And Logan and Kieran will have 2 shots. And Bronson comes in. We'll just check on this angle. Yeah, well and truly. So shooting for game. Just needs to take it clean. And they win the match. And he misses that one. Maybe the pressure got to him a little bit. And Kiki will shoot. All he has to do is hit it. 1 point's all they need. A miss here could mean the start of a big comeback for Team Bronson. Shooting and missing. 1 point. Bronson saves it.
I don't think. How many did you hit?
They're not ready to go home yet.
Oh, brother.
Scotty with the jack. Just over 9 meters. This is an obvious tactic of theirs. Obviously placing the jack long on the last end as well. Just trying to chance Logan and Kieran's arm. And a solid start by Scott. Logan straight in to shoot. If you are watching live, feel free to reach out in the chat. It's gone a bit quiet lately. Logan shooting. Here we go. Perfect shot. What a shot. See if Scott can put it back. Keep the pressure on. And he can't. Drops it short. Potentially blocks the line as well. And that one looks a bit long.
Ooh, you're close.
So going in to shoot again. Might be shooting the jack. And pointing in. This might be it. Logan shooting and missing. Shoots again and over the top.
Is that enough balls to hit one? You haven't played yet, have you?
Kieran with 3 Boules. You can either shoot or point in, shoot the jack. Plenty of options. Kieran shooting and missing now. They must be allergic to shooting for the win. They had 2 on the last end, 3 on this one. Going for a 4th. Go on, Kiki. And there it is. There's the game. Team Logan getting the win. 13-7. Logan Romani, Kieran Clark.
Logan?
Scott Clark, Bronson Romani. That will be the end of the live stream. Thanks for joining us today. We are at the Newcastle Pétanque Club, located in Neska Park, The Hill, New South Wales. 18 degrees, almost 1:15 here. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Keep up to date with any new videos or posts, and you'll get a reminder when we go live in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Honestly,